girls. Here we go. Straight to it, yeah. So on the bench here, we've now took it out of the wrapper. This is our new big turbo kit for the ST 180 stroke ST 200 Mark 7 Fiesta. We've already talked about it on a separate vid, you know, when it's still in the packaging and all that sort of stuff, when we launched it. Now it's all set out ready on the bench because it's going to be fitted to Darren's car, which is there. So Darren runs a Regal Stage 2 already, stock turbo obviously, he's got Pro Alloy boost pipe kit and crossover and all that sort of stuff. So there might be some sort of like slight modifications we got to do, but we'll address that as we go. So as you can see, so on the bench is just some of the stuff we'll be using, some we won't, because like I just said, he's got the Pro Alloy boost pipe kit, so we won't be using this. Might use some of this with the coupler, with the reducer, sorry, and obviously all the other bits and pieces. Yes, of course we will. We always change, put a new, depending on the mileage that the car's done, we always recommend that you change the boost control solenoid, which we'll be doing, and we'll put a GFB DV Plus recirc, obviously onto the original electronic one. That's what we've run, that's what we've tested on all the applications that we've done on the big turbos previous, and it works spot on. So as you can see, this is our big turbo. There it is, beautiful, okay, and new as well. So that's what Turbo Technics have done for us. That way to be in it.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, as I said on the previous video, that's what they've done for us. Darren will be the first one to have it fitted, which is really cool. We've got quite a few more in the pipeline. These are available now. So like I said on the previous video, just get in contact with us, whatever way, and we can go from there. So what we need to do now, Timmy, we just ran the car up, haven't we?
Yep.
Put an engine flush in it, we'll then dump all the oil out of it, we'll dump the coolant out of it as well, because we're going to change that anyway, change the coolant, change the oil filter, and then we'll get on it and start doing it. Usual thing, the last thing that we're going to do will be the software. So he's already Regal Stage 2, and because he's Regal Stage 2 customer already, we're using Regal Stage 4 software with our big turbo kit. He'll then get the discount because he's a loyal Regal customer, which helps immensely. All right, so but the software will be the last thing that I load up. So we'll use the thing as we go, do update vid as we're going, and then the final vid thereafter. So without further ado, Timmy, I don't want to keep you up, mate. You need to keep you up, hold you up. That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to crack on, don't we? Because I've got to pull an engine out of a Mark III Focus RS behind me. There it is, look. That's another story, which we'll tell you about, but yeah, let's do it. Turbo's off, there it is. That's the oil one. Before, obviously when we done Regal Stage 2, we put the Pro Alloy upgraded elbow, got the plastic one, put the alley one on. You won't be needing that now, because as you can see, completely different setup on our big turbo upgrade. Obviously the recirc for the DV Plus on it, bang, on there. Everything else is ready to go, but it wasn't straightforward to me, was it?
No.
No, and we'll show you now why it was not straightforward. And again, usual thing, you see what you find when you start taking some of it apart. Darren wouldn't have known about this. Yeah, there's a few issues on the last visit, wasn't there, to me?
Yeah.
Where they'd fudged stuff up. I don't know how he'd done it, but so this time there was one of the nuts that secures that up to the manifold. You know, that had pulled the thread, spinning, so it took us a little while to get that off. But that's all done now. And then the exhaust manifold, when we looked up, so the exhaust manifold to head, part of the gasket was hanging out, wasn't it, Timmy?
Yeah.
In the corner. Now, instead of taking it off and replacing the gasket, like we're going to do and we'll show you in a sec, they just tried fudging it up with Target Seal. Sometimes it's beyond belief what some of these idiots do that work on these cars. But yeah, so I'll just take it around and show you that. Yeah, it's all interesting stuff. Watch your step there, Timmy. Go and see it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's only the brake cleaner.
So anyway, so this is the gasket that Pete's missing, that, and they just put Target Seal around that. So we got a new one. Here we are. That's what it should look like. So that'll be fitted up. no problemo. Yeah.
Yep.
One of the studs
So
was
on my box.
was like jammed in the manifold. So instead of messing around trying to get that out and wasting time, we've got spare manifolds here. So which are all good. So we'll just put the studs in that, and that'll go straight on. So as you can see, look, it's we might have to fab up some things like the pipe work and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, you see down there, that is off. All right. So thing to do now is we don't need to bother about putting all the rest. All we're going to do now is just like dummy build the turbo, just put the manifold on, pop the turbo up, lightly catch it, and then we can see what we need to do with like couplers and refab for the crossover pipe and the hot side down below. That's what we need to do first. Once we've configured that, because I might have to whip the either or one or both down to Julian and get him to just alter it a bit, but I won't know that until I put our big turbo on and see what's what. So we're going to do that now, Timmy, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then yeah, we'll be back soon. See you soon. Right, guys and girls, just an update on what we're doing on Darren's Mark 7 ST180. There'll be lots of pictures, and we'll show you, before we finish up the video, we'll take it up in the air and we'll show you the turbo and all that sort of stuff. I can't at the moment because we've just loaded up the software, we've got battery support on it, but yeah, so as you can see, he's already a Revo customer. There he is. So that was all the information on. So on the Revo, you get the passport, tells you all the information about the car, file, etc., all signed by me. This is all the hard copy. This is all on my system, and it's uploaded to Revo as well. So when we go to stage 4, because this is just for the software and any additional things which he's had fitted, which he had an SBS switch and a rear Revo remote mount. So we'll fill in that section there. Revo stage 4. Miss out 3. Well, he missed out 1. So if if it was a customer that had 1, 2, 3, and then went to 4, great. But we'll just be on that one. SBS configuration will change slightly because it's different on stage 4 software compared to stage 2 software. The way that it works with anti-theft in the different modes, etc. I've loaded up the software. That's all done. Stage 4 software. Like I said, the turbo. We'll share all that with you when we put the car up in the air. But yeah, really exciting this one because I've been waiting a long time, and there's been demand, lots of new customers, existing customers like Darren asking, when's it going to be available. I've got another customer of mine, Sean, he's got Revo Stage 2, he's asking what's going on with that, so he's another one which is like really serious about putting one of my big turbo upgrade kits on it. You've seen it on the previous video that we've done, Timmy, innit? We've done the previous video,
yeah,
and talked about it. So
one of the recent videos, guys. Just go back in
Yeah.
on our YouTube, look at the videos.
Yeah.
But Martin shows the new turbo, explains all the details on it. But
Yeah.
again, if you've got any questions, serious inquiries, contact the garage, speak to Martin about
Yeah.
it,
Well,
and
this
he'll be able to
video,
answer it for you.
Before this, when the start of the video, etc., we were talking about the turbo and all that sort of stuff. So now it's on the car, and then we'll talk about what's going to, the configuration of it actually fitted. All right, but like we said before, this turbo is available. It's not, you can't just call up and then it's on the shelf. It's not like that. It is got a little bit of a lead time because they're built to order, but it's available. So all you need to do is give us a call, and then we can discuss more about it from there. All right, but yeah, not a lot to do now. We just got a boost pipe to put back on the hot side because that had to be, it's got a Pirello one on it, but that had to be refabbed, custom fabricated. Every application is different. The big turbo kit comes with the boost pipe hot side upgrade, but on this particular application that wouldn't have worked because he's got Pirello and he's already spent the money for Pirello, so we just modified it, like same as on yours, Timmy, and the same as on Malcolm's and Monty's and Sam's. That's the same that was on the Little Beast years ago. It's the same thing. So Julian refabs it, and then obviously where it's been welded we need to reprime it, repaint it, and that's just drying now, so that'll be going on shortly. That's the only thing that's missing. Then we can fire it up and can run it up. Don't forget on this, all the feed lines are, you've got to change the feed lines for the water cooler to the turbo anyway. So all the coolant's dumped out of it. We changed the coolant for the Ford Super Plus stuff. obviously the oil, we put an engine flush in it, the oil's dumped out of it, we changed the oil filter. It's not that long been done on this, it's just out of service, but that comes out again, put in the fresh oil, new oil filter, the oil feed line's taken off, that's all cleaned through to make sure that we prime the turbo up with the same oil which be filling it, priming up, just to give it a start so that it's got oil there, ready, so that you're not starting up and it's dry, waiting for the oil, so it's there already, bang. So there's no chance of any premature wear straight away as soon as you fire it up. And then we'll let it idle, let it get around the system, let it get up to temperature, bleed it all through, and then go and data log it. Make sure that it's everything's all A-OK. Come back, and then we'll get Darren to pop back after he's had a bit of fun in it. Do 1,000 miles in it, pop it back, and then do some post checks on it. Make sure it's all good. Check it out, go out again, make sure that it's all the logs good on it. But yeah, really excited. Like I said before, this big turbo upgrade that we're doing, compatible with Regal Stage 4 software, fantastic. Compatible with our own custom software, which will run the port methanol, which you've got to me.
Yes, that's correct.
And any other custom software that somebody wants to run. In that respect, it's no different. It's just that this particular turbo, any other turbo, you won't get Regal Stage 4 software, as far as I'm aware, won't run it. But that's why it's important for Turbo Technics to build us a turbo which was compatible. That's the important bit. All right. So yeah, that's it. So we will we'll be back soon with some more pickies and updates. Right, guys, go. So you find us under Darren's Mark 7 ST180. We thought we'd put a yellow boost hose on it. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, we can change it for a black one or whatever, but that's the only one that I had of the correct size. A bit of a weird size when we do the model on it. But yeah, anyway, so that's the our big turbo up there, as you can see. There. So all installed, all ready to go. We've ran the vehicle up, got it up to operating temperature, checked for leaks, all good. Check the SPS switch, all good. So now what we need to do now is just let it down, take it for a run, do some checking on the old laptop, the data log, and make sure that everything's as it should be. So let's do that, and then we'll finish up. See you soon. Right, guys, girls, the final instalment on Darren. So I've just been out for road test on the laptop, just done a bit of data logging just to make sure it's performing how it should. Obviously the turbo's brand new. What we say to the customers is that it's all been tested by Turbo Technics, so that's all been on the bench, and there's graphs to prove that it's all been tested and it's all quality controlled and ticked off all okay to the specs that Ryan wants it to, or whoever at Turbo Technics done it. But yeah, because it's brand new, so what we also be saying to Darren is, all right, have some fun in it, don't go going mad in it at first, let everything settle in a bit, then come back, and then we'll do a post check on it. I'll go out and do data logging again, then we'll just the second visit, and then once we're then you can get on it then. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to go out and start revving it to 7,000 here with a brand new turbo on it, you're getting on it. But yeah, so it's all good, everything's all checked out good, all the parameters are good. Really pleased with it. Obviously you get a few little different smells from because the turbo's new, and we put a new manifold to the manifold to head exhaust gasket on it, and there's a few bits of grease here and there burning off, but that will disappear. A little bit of smoke, but that's all gone now because that's where it's obviously just burning off. That's just normal practice. That's what happens, all right? But yeah, so that's Darren's all done. He's going to enjoy it. He's going to love it. It's quite new. This is a new product. So for those of you who are interested in it, because I've been asked all the time with the big turbo upgrade for the ST180s, there's lots of options out there. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm only interested in the option that I'm offering. My only focus is on what I'm doing and this particular turbo application. Why would I be interested in what other people are doing? Like we said, it's available. I think I've got one more kit available, which is sort of like reserved at the moment. It's not been 100% confirmed, but it's sort of like reserved. And then I'll have more kits are coming, but
Yeah, I think
they're built to order, aren't they?
yeah, well, I think the viewers should know that if they're interested, there is a lead time. So
There is a lead
It
time,
is
yeah.
best to let
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
register your interest as
Yeah.
as early as you can, really.
Exactly. So there is a lead time. Like I said, I've got one more unit, which is, I think it's probably spoken for, but that needs to be confirmed. But yeah, but get in contact with us in it, and then we can let you know more. But please give us a call. That's it. So thanks for watching, guys and girls. Usual thing. Comments down below, whether it be that or that. Subscribe, really important. Hit that bell notification button. Box will come up. Click all, and that will notify you when we're uploading a new video. Which you've got plenty coming to me, mate.
There is, yes.
So you
Yeah,
won't
bear
have to
with us,
worry about
guys. There's going to be loads of
searching for
videos
it.
coming very soon.
Yeah. Patty bye.